Well, it's 8:30. We're about to leave. First order of business will be crossing the creek out of camp. I got my raincoat on because it looks like we'll be heading into some wet willows. It didn't rain, but everything's just morning dew and frosted up. There's been ice on our packs and clothes and tent. Yeah, well, there's a flip-flop down there and it's all covered in ice.
My pants were covered in ice.
Sean's pants were covered in ice. So it's a brisk morning here at Molar Creek Campground. But we had a very nice day. Time to hit the road. Yeah! Top of the morning to ya! If there's anything I didn't feel like doing, it's this. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why do we do this? Oh. Let the good times roll. All right, and we're moving. There's a nice trail here. I had a moment of rage there for a minute. Do you really want to cross the river first fucking thing in the morning? No. And then the afterburn, that's what gets you. So I don't know how long I'll be keeping my rain jacket on for. It's not too overgrown yet. And when you get moving and the sun's beaming down on you, warms you up, which is nice. Can't feel my feet. That's okay. So we've just been walking along this open section here, starting to see these weird things. Flagging. Wow. So there's been obvious trail. Quite a few streams we've had to walk through. Trail is sometimes underwater, so you can just get up beside it. A little muddy in some spots, but it's completely flat. So we're cutting across this part pretty quickly here. Enjoy it while we can, because we know we're going to be climbing today. Right up beside this guy now. It's also not overgrown, so definitely don't need the raincoat on, but I'm also not breaking a sweat yet, so staying pretty warm. So yeah, just lots of little ankle deep streams. That's about it so far. All right, getting more into the woods now. River to the left. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit more bushy. Mud. Good trail still. There's a hiker sign. Today, our trail conditions will be improving each step that we make. Becoming more and more civilized. Right, just one last look at this valley. We're about to start climbing in the trees. We have a series of climbs today, this being number one. To this little open section of the forest. We've been going up, up, up. So stop to take off some layers. Continuing to follow the nice worn trail, not overgrown. A few trees here and there over the path, but nothing crazy. Check back to you in a bit. A nice view of the mountain from a little up higher. So you can see, it's looking like a bluebird day today. Got a mountain directly in front of us too. Getting some nice views. A little better than yesterday with being in the thick woods for so long.
And 6 kilometers of willows.
Now we're up higher in the trees. Trees are thin enough to see out a bit. Packs are lighter too, so that's nice. It's always nice. Another little open spot. quite hazy over there. That's Molar Mountain. Water below. You think we're gonna do another crossing?
No.
No. Haven't done any for a while now. Might be over with that, we'll see.
Across this one.
Yeah, we just did one smaller stream. This one's a little bigger. Getting a little overgrown on the trail.
My pant legs are wet. We've crossed this a couple more times than we had to. We lost the trail for a minute. We're back on the trail.
Views are starting to open up.
I think we can see the pass. Not 100% sure, but I think it's over there somewhere.
You think it's where those trees are and the rock? Really starting to open up. Beautiful.
We've dropped down into this nice little meadow here. We met our camping friends. They're back in the trees there. This is just beautiful. I think that this is the pass, which is the smallest, most pathetic pass I've ever seen. But I might have to eat my words later, but we'll see.
Unless we do a sharp right and it's somewhere over there. I don't know. Going up the next part of the climb. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and up higher. Going this way, just slightly to the side there. Hopefully popping out of the tree soon. Nice path. Cruising along pretty good.
Look at this hill, it's got reds and yellows, greens. Over there. See that? Mm-hmm. You could climb that one.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be a walk. Steep. Well, I don't know. It could be, well, yeah, I don't really think you'd have to scramble all that much.
No.
Especially if you hit it from over this side.
Yeah.
It'd be a slog.
Over here especially? Look at that.
It would be a slog. Well, come
I
in.
wonder if there's a path behind this.
We're entering the Alpine. It's either gonna be like that or over there. I don't really know.
I think it's
Lots of signs of bears digging, looking for those cute little marmots. Notice how nothing's whistling.
Yeah, nothing's They're all dead.
So definitely be the nice alpine environment that a bear would be cruising through. Just in this beautiful upper meadow here. The group from camp is slightly behind us. We're kind of been leapfrogging over the course of the morning. Wow. This is what dreams are made out of here. Beautiful. It's been just a nice, gentle, meandering traveling through this pass. Views everywhere. It looks so cool where you're standing because the mountains just all circle around you there. But it's a beauty. Pardon? Yeah. There's a big glacier up there. There's been water here and there up in the Alpine here. Actually, it looks like there might be some more up ahead. Continuing the beautiful Alpine traverse. Nice temperature too up here. Just taking the weight off the shoulders for a minute. We shall be crossing the mountain pass soon. Ooh, but just like, you can tell I got my pack on still. Just like North Molar, it's worth taking your time because it's too good. But you can see the views ahead of us, assuming that's where we're gonna crest. Open. Just came to the top of a little climb. We're gonna keep walking, see if you can see where. Yep. We're gonna look for a nice lunch break before. Pardon? You know what it is. Well, here's the view from South Molar. We just finished up a coffee and tea break. Not quite ready to eat yet. Our camp friends are descending the pass right now, heading into those trees. That's where we'll be going next. But just had to enjoy a little bit of time up here because it's beautiful and we're going down to the valley bottom again.
Yeah, we're back into the trees.
Back into the trees.
For 10 kilometers.
Yep. So
we're 2.7 to the junction and then 7.1 to the ground.
He's got it all figured out there. So yeah, we made it to our big climb, but still a little bit of work ahead of us yet. We were up there. You can see the path. It's actually quite an easy descent.
It looks scary from here though.
Yeah, it looks like it's steep and sketchy, but it's quite gradual. We got some people, some backpackers approaching us from the opposite direction. So that's the first we've seen of that. We are in that patch of trees now, so definitely coming down off the pass. Ran into those two guys, chatted with them for a bit. They're doing the Devon Lakes quartz coal, whatever the hell you call it, that circuit. So yeah, just a lot of options out here. People are going everywhere, every which way, doing different routes.
They just bushwhacked down this.
They did. There's where we came off of. And that's where they're going right now.
Easiest pass we've ever done.
Yep. Chill. Super chill. Well, we're down to the valley bottom now. There's the top of the pass. We'll be reaching the junction shortly here that connects our loop portion. After that, we'll be following trail that we've already hiked from day one. So we're reeling in the loop. Let's go. Well, we just left the junction. We had a nice lunch. And that means, what does it mean?
Completed the loop.
Molar loop has been complete. Now we're just doing the stick portion.
What portion?
The stick. Because it looks like a lollipop on the map when we're done. The stick. So we've already walked this section of trail.
We've already been down here before.
Yep. And yep, so we're gonna
Turn to the left.
Yes. We're gonna find
It looks
some
like there's some uphill ahead of us. Look at it. Look nice.
We've been doing a lot of downhill. It'll be mostly downhill today, but probably a few roly-polies along the way. We're gonna find some water to filter eventually at some point. But next milestone will be Mosquito Creek Campground. Well, we're about to see what a maintained trail looks like. Because look at this nifty little thing we've got here. Look at this nifty little thing.
My wife's smiling as she heads towards the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Just smiling.
There we go. It's sturdy. Gonna grab some water here. Then we'll keep trucking. I'd say willows are behind us, crossings are behind us, route finding is behind us. We are in the land of civilized trail. Mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 5 kilometers left, so about 1 more hour of hiking. Feeling pretty good. We can say
Look
for
at the difference. Look at it on the camera.
Oh boy. We can say now for sure that Molar Loop is pretty freaking outstanding. It's got a little bit of everything. The alpine scenery is incredible. You do get sheds.
Oh yeah? The alpine scenery? You point the camera at me?
The alpine and the cupine.
Oh yeah.
You get pushed into the trees and willows here and there, but you get rewarded for it eventually. So
the pass that we just did is the easiest pass in the world.
Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, this was actually our plan C hike. We were supposed to do an 8-day trip. Lost a few days off. Then we were planning a 4-day trip that we realized needed 5 days to do safely, but we just couldn't get the time. So then we put in stone that we could have 3 days off for backpacking. And just for fun, I logged onto the park site, and what do you know, the 2 permits that we needed for the dates that we wanted were available for Molar. So this is one of those Parks Canada hikes that tend to get booked up at the reservation launch, but then people cancel, because I just got those permits a week ago and was able to
What day is it today?
To do the full loop. Sunday.
August
27th, 26th, 27th, something like that. But on the list of popular hikes in the park, this is probably the lower one, since you do have about, what is it, a day and a full day and then a half a day of crossings, no signs,
6 kilometers of
refinding.
willows.
Yeah, so it gets a little bit more wild and rugged.
Like she said, we've been in worse willows, but never for 6 kilometers straight.
Never ending. But this spot is also just the start of many other different trails you can do. Like a lot of people were running into, they're doing all different things, going to different places, some are doing out and back, some are base camping, some are doing different loops in different directions. And yeah, so a lot of that stuff we would like to come back and do again. So I'm sure we will walk where we once did a few times over to get some of these trips done, because it's just
we should go to the Devon.
Of the
Everybody
park.
was going to Devon,
Yep.
so we should go to Devon to see what that's all about.
I really want to do the whole from here to Helen Lake circuit. That just looks outstanding. It looks like a really great trip. So that'll be
How long
one
is
of them.
it?
That was the 4-day trip that we were planning that needed like 5 or even 6 days to complete, where I was like, that be kind of pushing it. So this was actually a good one to test out the river crossings and stuff. Got into about, a little over thigh deep for me, and it was raging, and I had all this shit in my hands, and I just wasn't worried about it at all. So
Not on the trail, just to go to the cabin.
yeah, to go to the cabin.
That was the biggest river crossing.
But a lot of knee deeps.
A lot of knee deep.
And it's moving quick.
Yeah.
So I really wasn't having issues with that at all. So that was kind of the last thing that we needed to check off for me anyway, was just seeing how I handle river crossing. So this loop, if you want to give yourself a test, this is a good starter.
This is a beginner route finding trail.
Oh yeah. As far as that all went, that was pretty easy for us, but I didn't know how I was going to handle the crossings, and it wasn't really that bad at all. So Molar Loop, thumbs up. Last little break on the home stretch. The pec just wasn't making it to the end.
Got like a kilometer.
Just gonna rest here for 1 second, and then we'll push it to the end. Something I wanted to mention is that surprisingly, and maybe one of the only times, All Trails is the good track to follow for the whole route. It's bang on. Our Topo Canada app for iPhone has a lot of sections where it's way off. Way off. So yeah, sometimes All Trails works. Obviously for the routes that people have done over and over again, someone's bound to get it right when they upload it. So there you go. All trails for the win. Oh, you can hear cars. We're about to pop out to the end. Oh, there's the road and there's the parking lot. But we gotta get down here yet. That'll be where it flattens out to the road. Here we go. All right, there it is. There's the bridge. We're about to cross. So, that was 3 days on the Molar Loop, Banff National Park. We had nothing but a good time, right? Excellent.
Excellent.
It's always nice when you survive another trip.
Can't go that way.
No?
And also we're parked over there.
Okay. So I'll post in the description what the exact kilometers was, but guessing somewhere in the 50 range. Not sure what the next trip will be. So until then, see you on the next hike.